So today we're going to take a look at this mega viral TikTok where a woman explains her lethargy and depression and talk about the fact that apparently millions of young people find this relatable.
Does anyone else not want to do anything, like, ever? I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anyone. I don't even have the energy to post a TikTok. That's why you haven't seen my beautiful face in a hot minute. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, babes, that's depression. And maybe it is, but I don't feel sad at all. It's just straight lethargy. I am so lethargic. I don't want to do anything ever. I want to lay in a comatose state in my bed for hours on end. Even my hobbies, the things that I like, K-pop, anime, reading, I don't care for them at all right now. And it doesn't matter how many hours of sleep I get a night, not even a little bit. I could sleep 10 hours at night, every night, and it wouldn't be enough. I still need more sleep. But of course, the one thing I do have energy for is eating. I'm eating good, but I don't want to go to work. I don't want to hang out with my friends. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to do anything that's going to be, I don't know, good for me. I want to sit here like a depressed sack of potatoes that's not actually sad, just really lethargic. Is anyone else feeling like this? Is it seasonal? Is it just me? I have a psychiatrist. He has me on like 5 different medications. Doesn't matter what they put me on. I'm not doing anything today. And it's exhausting. I do nothing all day and I'm exhausted. And I'm exhausted from being exhausted. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, minus the sick. You know what I mean. Anyone else going through this?
So a couple quick things. How much energy does it take to post a TikTok? And I love how out of everything else, she still has energy to eat. She must be American. To be clear though, I'm not roasting this girl. I'm not making fun of her. I'm not pushing back on her. I actually have a lot of compassion for her and I feel really bad for her because things are not going well over there. What she's experiencing does in part sound like depression to me, so I hope she's getting the help she needs. I will say this though, I know you don't want to do anything, you don't feel like it, you don't have the energy, but part of that can be a self-perpetuating cycle. If you force yourself to go to the gym, that might give you more energy that then it isn't so hard to force yourself to go to the gym the next time. Same thing with visiting friends and getting out of the house. It can become a self-perpetuating cycle, and sometimes you have to use sheer willpower to override and just force through it and make yourself do these things even though you don't want to. You don't have the energy. It's not easy, but it is possible. Also, I'm no doctor, but 5 medications? You might be too drugged up, babe. And don't make any changes without talking to a doctor, of course, but some of those medications can cause lethargy and tiredness as side effects, so that it could actually be part of your problem. Anyway, it's not just this one girl though. I wouldn't be talking about it if it was just about her. I kid you not, millions of young people on TikTok found this video relatable to their personal lives. When I saw it, it had 1.3 million likes and countless millions more views. The entire comment section is flooded with people saying how perfectly this describes their life. And those comments have thousands or even tens of thousands of likes from people that agree with them. One person wrote this, very this, exhausted by life. Another person wrote FYP is FYPing, which refers to For You page and means that the algorithm is serving them up something very relatable. Another person said, OMG, I found my people. All those comments have tens and tens of thousands of likes from people who agree. Now, because this is TikTok, and this is actually one of the interesting things that often happens on TikTok, she did put out a response video after her first video kind of unexpectedly went mega viral. Let's take a look at that.
I'm using this comment to address a lot of comments, but first of all, if you think this is just laziness, you're an absolute baboon. And that's simply all I have to say about that. Secondly, a lot of people have told me to do blood work, and I have. My thyroid is fine, my B12 is fine, my vitamin D is fine, my iron is fine, I'm not anemic. But if you do struggle with lethargy and apathy, I do recommend you get your blood work done. Another thing that people talked about is the guilt. I have so much guilt over my lethargy and my apathy. I just sit here in my bed, rotting like an overgrown fruit. I can't do anything, and I can't go see anyone, and I feel guilty about it. But one thing this video has taught me is that I am not alone in this. Video currently has 3-point-something million views and a ton of likes and a ton of comments. We're all going through it. Another thing a lot of people are saying is that I need to seek therapy, which you probably didn't watch my whole video if you're saying that, because I have a psychiatrist. But also, if you do struggle with lethargy or depression or anxiety, therapy is a good option. Now, the third thing, which I found really interesting, was people were talking about ADHD burnout. I do have ADHD. I was diagnosed professionally at the age of 18. So I was diagnosed 11 years ago before it was a trend. I actually don't think it's a trend to have ADHD. I think more people are just getting diagnosed because there's more awareness. But yeah, I started Adderall 2 days ago. game changer. I'm still lethargic about some things. It's still kind of hard to go to the gym and it's still kind of hard to get up and go to work, but I'm at least able to do my chores. I actually have the energy to respond to my friends' text messages. So yeah, I think I was burnt out. I mean, I think I'm still burnt out. But if you think you have ADHD, I don't think a self-diagnosis is enough. Go get diagnosed by a professional and see if there's anything you can do about it.
All right, so I don't have a ton to add to that response video other than to say that I'm glad she's doing somewhat better, but this video really concerned me. And I know I roast the TikTokers often because they say insane and stupid things, but I also really do feel for them because a lot of them are clearly not well, and a lot of just young people in general are clearly struggling. And I really think we need to talk more about that and figure out what we can do, because Gen Z is not okay. At least a significant portion of them just simply aren't. I don't have all the answers, but I do think it's important to approach it with compassion and empathy. Yeah, we have to call them out when they're wrong, and it's okay to laugh at them sometimes when they're just being peak ridiculous, but also we should have empathy for people who are genuinely struggling with what seems like very real problems. What do you guys think? What do you think of this TikTok, and do you think TikTok has a depression problem? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and comment, subscribe, yada yada yada.